Let's talk non-competes. I'm Brian Barakat. I am a restrictive covenant attorney here in South Florida. I want to talk to you today about how do I get out of my non-compete. People ask me all the time, how do I get out of my non-compete? And I want you to consider when you're asking that question, right? Is it at the beginning of employment, during the employment, at the end of employment, or after? Because your negotiating power changes dramatically. The best way to get out of your non-compete is not to sign it in the first place. When you walk into that initial interview and you have that initial negotiation, either refuse to sign it or to limit it. The next best time to get out of the non-compete is when you're terminating your employment. There are a number of consumer protection laws that are designed to protect employees when they are in transition, right? Things that give you the right to overtime and the right to certain payments when you're leaving an employer. And most employers are aware of that. And so that is the moment to negotiate, either in the process of being fired or in the process of quitting. That's the time to say, hey, I have this non-compete and here are my next steps. Here are my plans for the future. Let's find a way that I can carve this out and give the employer as much protections as you need, but allow me to get the job I want. If you can't negotiate it up front and you can't negotiate it on the back end, then you're going to be forced to go to the courts and ask the courts to negotiate it for you, to demonstrate that either your non-compete is too wide, too broad, or too long. Obviously, that's a whole lot more difficult and more uncertain to let the courts handle it than to let you handle it in the process of either entering into your employment or getting out of your employment. If you need to know whether you can get out of your non-compete, if you need to know whether your non-compete is enforceable, please give me a call.